I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna hurt David Morrel as much as possible. More than anybody's ever hurt him, and more than anybody will hurt. He's never gonna forget David Benavidez after this fight.
Whoa!
I'm gonna beat the shit out.
Listen, my foot, you know enough.
A beating, man. To be honest with you, I think David, is going to stop him maybe like in the 9-10 round. Maybe if he would have just hold on a little bit more like about a year or two. He's a dangerous fighter, though. We're not underestimating him. David's training super hard.
Say the hand, the boogeyman, like I want to fight the best division. The best division is him. So after me, but it's him. It's simple.
I want to fight the people that they have confidence in themselves, that they think they're going to go in there and knock me out, that they say that I haven't fought somebody like him.
I'm G. Go in there. I'm G. Hurt David Morrel as much as possible, more than anybody's ever hurt him and more than anybody will hurt. He's never going to forget David Monas after this fight. The rivalry between David Benavidez and David Morrel is something that's been brewing for a while, and it's now coming to a boiling point. From throwing belts at each other to now throwing words, this feud has escalated quickly. What started as a simple fight between two elite light heavyweights has transformed into a battle of pride, respect, and personal animosity, and it seems we might actually get the fight we're expecting this weekend. David going to give him up a beating, man. To be honest with you, I think David, it's going to stop him maybe like in the 9-10 round, maybe if he would have just on a little bit more like about a year or two. He's a dangerous fighter. Though we're not underestimate him. Davis training super hard. Benavidez and Morrel are two of the most talented fighters in boxing today. Both men have been rising through the ranks and now they're on a collision course. It's not just the fight for the championship titles that's driving them, it's the personal animosity between them that's turning this bout into one of the most anticipated matchups in recent boxing history. The verbal war between Benavidez and Morrel has been heating up for some time now, with insults flying back and forth and accusations being hurled. Their bitter feud reached new heights when they faced off recently ahead of their February 1st clash. The tension in the air was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Morrel, who is known for his powerful punches, kept his cool, but Benavidez came out swinging with both words and threats. For him, this fight is personal. Morrel said, "So many people have been talking on social media saying that I don't respect Jose Benavidez Sr. and him too." Morrel's words were sharp, direct, and filled with the kind of frustration that only builds up over time. He wasn't just talking about Benavidez anymore, he was speaking out against the disrespect that had been directed at him for months. "I didn't say anything to Benavidez Sr. in California at December's press conference. I see him, he's an intruder, he's talking useless things. I say, hey, it's not me talking trash about you." Morrel made it clear that he wasn't the one starting the trash talk, he was only responding to what had been said about him. "I'm not comparing it to this fight, but it's like the better be of Bivol fight. You can say who thinks going to win, you can't say like, oh man, I'm surprised the Blee won, or I'm surprised a better be of won. You're like, man, that's a damn good fight, so and so W." So kind of how I feel about the David and Canelo fight, but it wasn't just about words anymore, it was about defending his name and his honor. Benavidez didn't hold back when it was his turn to speak. "I don't care, you disrespected my family," he fired back, his voice full of conviction. "I'm kicking your ass." On February 1st, that was the moment the stakes of this fight were laid bare for everyone to see. It wasn't just about the championship, it wasn't just about a fight in the ring, this was personal. The insults and threats had crossed the line, and now both men were determined to settle the score. Everybody say the hand, the boogeyman, like I want to fight the best division, the best div is him, so after me about him. It's simp, I want to fight the people that they have confidence in themselves, that they think they're going to go in there and knock me out, that they say I haven't fought somebody like him. Morrel wasn't about to back down, though he had a point to make. "I've tried to let David Benavidez know what's up for a long time," he said, his tone confident but tinged with anger. "If they don't want to understand it, then that's on them. If they want war, then war is what they're going to get. Right now it's too late." Morrel's words were a warning to Benavidez. The fight was already on, and there was no turning back. Things only escalated further when Benz's father, Jose Benavidez Sr., got involved. The elder Benavidez had been outspoken in his belief that Morrel needed to be taught a lesson. He promised that his son wasn't just training for a win, he was training to hurt Morrel so badly that he will retire after February 1st. The Benavidez camp wasn't just coming for the win, they were coming to make a statement, to show Morrel that they were the top dogs in the light heavyweight music Division. That kind of talk only made the situation more heated. Benavidez himself, who is known for his trash talking as much as his knockout power, took it a step further. This is the whole mindset that I've been training with this whole camp, he said, referring to his intense preparation. All my opponents say, I don't have defense, I don't have nothing, I'm stiff like RoboCop this and that. Mark my words, all of them end up in the hospital. That's the same thing I'm going to do to David Morrel. Benavidez wasn't just talking about winning, he was talking about domination. I'm going to beat him, put in the hospital, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Benavidez continued, his words sharp and biting. There was no ambiguity in what he was saying. He was coming for Morrel, and he wasn't planning on leaving anything to chance as disrespect at all. What I took as disrespect is the stuff you saying disres, that D was being really disrespectful. But other than this, like, these are the type of fighters I want to fight. I want to fight the people. Morrel, for his part, was less vocal than Benavidez during their virtual face-off, but don't mistake his quiet demeanor for lack of confidence. The Cuban fighter remained calm, responding to Benz's threats with a coolness that only added to the tension. You're the RoboCop, Morrel said, his voice steady. I'm ready to fight tomorrow. I don't care. Morrel's confidence in his ability to take on Benavidez was clear. He wasn't backing down, he wasn't intimidated, and he was ready to fight no matter what. There's been a lot of bad blood with this build-up because of what's happened at the press conferences. Like, you as a bystander, what you make of what happened in Miami wasn't there though. That's the Morrel threw the belt at him. David ducked. I don't know why the bell, that's something you don't do. What if there would have been, someone say he would have kid or something? You don't do that, and that's how he's not how he says he is. He walks around like he's from the hood, like he's ganger. But Benavidez didn't let up. He seized every opportunity to take a shot at Morrel, calling him out for his lack of words during the face-off. He has so much stuff to say before the press conference, Benavidez said, mocking Morrel, all this and that I'm a RoboCop, that he's going to knock me out, that I don't have nothing. But now look at him, he's scared, he doesn't have anything to say. What's up with all that you were saying? How come you're not saying all that now? You can't even talk. He's all nervous. What happened to all that confidence? I'm going to beat you. Watch. Benz's words were meant to rattle Morrel, and he wasn't done yet. After I beat you, I want you to say that too, he added. The gauntlet had been thrown down, and Benavidez wasn't backing down from the challenge. We still got 9 weeks. We won 12 rounds today with these guys. Animal man, he did more today. We got some more. __. Lines right here working, helping me get to David Morrel. We don't __. Dav Morrel, what is it? The second find. Morrel, undeterred, responded coolly. After the fight, I'll say, let's go to my house, I'll teach you how to box. That was Morrel's way of showing that despite the insults he was confident in his ability to walk out of the ring victorious. He wasn't intimidated by Benz's trash talk, and he wasn't backing down from the fight. The war of words didn't stop there. Benavidez also accused Morrel of using PEDs to fuel his rise in boxing. We're on his ass with the V8 testing. Benavidez said he was making it clear that he wasn't taking any chances with Morrel. I'm not going to say anything, just look at the track records. I've never been accused by anybody of using steroids. He's been accused by a few people of using PEDs. That's all I'm going to say. What we did at this camp is we made sure that no sneaky business is going on and all fighters are being tested. They say that David Morrel, we're talking about Ado. They said he was tested the whole camp. David Morrel was not tested, and after the fight they didn't do no test, no drug test, which is kind of odd to me, but I really don't care about that. Even if it was on steroids. Morrel fired back immediately, defending himself against the accusations. I'm clean, Morrel said firmly. A lot of people before the fight are always talking about useless stuff. I knocked them out after the fight. They're saying he's doping. Why, bro, it's training. I've sparred with everybody, and nobody has ever said I'm taking PEDs after they fight me. Everybody says he's on PEDs. They can feel my power. Benavidez wasn't convinced though. You make the fighters do V testing and then you don't test V after the fight. He responded. The accusations continued to fly, and it was clear that this was just one more layer to the growing drama between these two fighters. An update about how everything has been going. Amazing. Training camp has been amazing. We've been working extremely hard. We got a hard fight, but these are the TYP types of fights I want. These are the type of fighters I want to go against, and we had an amazing camp. Morrel, ever the calm one, continued to defend himself. I've been tested 6 times in camp in 2 weeks. He said I'm clean, I don't need PEDs. He was resolute, standing firm in the face of Benz's accusations. Finally Benavidez delivered his parting shot. I'm going to watch you on the floor laid out. He said that's what I'm going to watch. I know you see me in your nightmares, so I'll see you soon. With that, the war of words